Hi, my name is Adarsh Gupta, and my faculty mentors for this project are Dr. Emil Karchalu and Professor Venu Dasigi. My project for this semester is mining weather information from Bustamante's journal. So who was Bustamante and why is the journal important? So Carlos Bustamante de Maria was a prominent news editor and politician from Mexico City. In the 1820s, he started a journal that he continued upon his death, which was in 1848. The journal was published in the late 19th century and re-edited as a set of PDF files in the 21st century. The text in Bustamante's diary encompasses two broad categories of information. First, the qualitative description of weather, which is often relatively kept brief and is included for most days. The next one is a much richer set of general observations and commentary, followed by newspaper clippings of the day. The diary covers the period of 1823 till 1848, and the commentary covers socio-political development of the day. The climate records of the Mexico City are scarce before the late 19th century, and Bustamante's description can help us correlate with existing partial measurement and other paleoclimatic reconstructions, such as the Palmer Drought Stress Index of the North American Drought Atlas. The goals for this semester was to create a database of Bustamante's weather observations, and the second goal was to analyze these observations for cluster similarities and underlying patterns. The tools we used to accomplish our goals was Python programming language, PDF Plumber, and NLTK, which is Natural Language Toolkit. Now, PDF Plumber is an inbuilt Python library that helps you extract information from PDF files. And NLTK is used for natural language processing, which helps you stem and tokenize texts. So the method for this project was we wrote the code in Python to convert our primary source, which was PDF version of Bustamante's journal, to editable text using Python's inbuilt library called PDF Plumber. The editable text gave us raw data to work with. The text was then pre-processed using Python's NLTK. Now, pre-processing is the step of removing stop words, tokenizing the remaining, and also stemming words. Now, stemming helps you remove redundancy. So if there's a word that's present in different tenses, it stems it to the basic tense, and that helps you to remove redundancy. So we did that, and after pre-processing our data, we transferred all of that to a CSV format to create clear rows and clear columns of dates and observations. This is what we got in the end. The first column contains the date, the second column contains the month, third column contains the year, fourth column contains the original format of the date that was in the PDF. So we extracted the first three columns from the fourth column, and the fifth column now is the observation that came with the date. And the next column after observation is the tokenized and stamped version of the observations. So right now you're looking at a snippet. We were able to get approximately 9,000 rows of dates and observations, and arranged in CSV format for better access. The challenges that we faced during the project were quite a few. The first was converting such a huge PDF file, which basically contained 24,000 pages approximately. So since this was such a huge file, the program kept crashing. So we had to divide this huge PDF into sections of 500 pages and then convert 500 pages at a time. And after everything was done, what we did was we attached all these pages together to create a giant text file that we worked with. We also started with PDF Miner, but PDF Miner was not able to decode the Spanish accents. So we switched from PDF Miner to PDF Plumber. The third was there were sections of the PDF that didn't have the same encoding type as the rest of the PDF. For example, 1834's June and May didn't have the same encoding type as the rest of the PDF. So what we had to do was extract that portion of the PDF separately and make it go through different converters, both present in Python and online. We were lucky enough to find one PDF converter online that was able to decode and convert that portion of the PDF into text. And after that happened, we took that text and added it to our original text file, which gave us the date for those sections. It wasn't just 1834, there were also sections in 1845, and which was tackled the same way. The third issue was, the fourth issue was, we had minor errors, like we faced minor errors like the use of lowercase l instead of 1. So the program kept skipping these years because instead of, for example, 1823, the program, the text file had L, lowercase l, 823. So we had to go in there, fix those minor issues ourselves. And also there were other issues like some of the years didn't end with a number. Some of the years ended with phrases, so we had to go and take care of them as well. And after making sure that most of the dates are following the format, the basic format of the date in the PDF that we trained our program for, we ran the code and we were able to get around 9,000 entries of dates and observations in a CSV format. So this was all the challenges we faced. And the future of this project is we're currently working on categorizing those observations into rainfall, temperature, and their severity. So we have a complete weather data set, and we also have access to meteorological weather data from an overlapping period for the same geographic area. So we would like to cross-reference that data from the diary against the meteorological data and note the degree of consistency, and which will basically give us a complete data set and an overall picture of what's going on. This will also create a digitized database, which will create opportunities for text analysis and mining climate data from that period, and which will really help people from all different fields who are interested in this. So this was everything we did this year. The project is still going on, and we're trying to work and put more hours into this. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and I would also like to thank Professor Venu Dasigi and Dr. Amilcar Chalu for choosing me to do this project. Thank you so much, and for CURS for giving me this opportunity to present this research